Okay, y'all, I'm back. As you can see, I've pretty much gotten the forearm done. I don't know if there's any more to do on this. But yeah, so basically that's the forearm for you. I think it's just this little spot, like there's this little spot down here, this little spot down there, things like that. I mean, I'll probably work on the rest of it. And if I feel like I gotta do anything else on this, I'll go and, finish that off. But what I'll do is I'll show you, because these are interesting shadows right here. I'll show you how I accomplish something like this. This is actually pretty easy. So when it was first, before I got it to that point, what I basically did is I took a 2B pencil, right? And basically made this as dark as I can. So I made it like, I basically did this. I made an indication and I made it as dark as I could make it. It was basically filled in this line where this one muscle's overlapping. It was basically making a deep cut. And all I did was fill that in, fill that in like this. And then when I got the whole thing filled in, like when all of this was filled in, it was just basically a straight like line. Then what I would do after is I would go with a 2H pencil. Like I said, remember, mind you, so basically, all right, I'll show you here. So basically, I had something that looked like this, right? Forgive me, I always fucking these allergies are always killing me. So basically, I had something that looked kind of like this, right? That was like what we're doing right here. This right here was basically like this, right? Then to get it to where it was basically like smoothed out like that, like shading being smooth coming out, it was like I used a 2H. What's that 2H? So I basically used the 2H and very carefully I tried to like stay close to the outside of that previous line, kind of like shade it like this, then lightly come out, you know, very lightly come out words to make that disappear. So pretty much sound like that. And this is like choppy, but and then what I did was I used one of these. These is called torts or tortillions or whatever I don't know how to pronounce that, but and I just blend the outside of that or even the inside to get that smoother. Just blend that all together like that. So you don't get like a straight sharp line. You just basically get like a blurred out finish. That's all that was. And then with like a 5H, you know, I will continue to even make lighter shadows on the outside. And I kept doing it until it was that smooth, basically. Same thing with this right here. Same concept. Going in with the dark pencil and then blurring it out. You know, a little easy tip. And then something like this right here. Basically same method. Going in with the lighter pencil, getting all this done. So basically this is a 5H that I'm holding. Went in with the 5H to build up this lighter gray, right? To build up this light gray, and then proceed with a 2H to get like darker areas. Fill that little circle in. with a 2H to get this little deep cut. Blend some of this in. Boom. Blend some of that in. And then, like, just keep working downwards with the 2. Now I got a 2B here. Because this was a bit darker. I'm going to actually I think this is going to be a little bit dark. It's going to be darker. So I'm going to work that part out eventually. But yeah, you could go in with the 2B and even make this darker. So that way you get a sense of some type of like cut going on there. Some type of like, it's just basic shadows. Make that consistent like that. I also use Q-tips too to blur it in at the end. In the beginning, I don't use the stumps or like the Q-tips or anything like that too much. More towards the end, when I finally get the values in, I'll start using like Q-tips and things like that. All different types of blending methods. Just to blend that in. Go ahead with the brush. Blend some of this stuff in. Boom. And then also too, this paper that I'm working on is not it's not my favorite paper to work on. It has a lot of tooth in it. And if you don't know what tooth means, tooth is basically like the little tiny holes inside the paper. Like a paper that has a lot of tooth, you run your pencil across the paper and see the patches that the pencil leaves. That's the tooth. The rough patches, that's the tooth. Some papers are treated with like, chemicals or some type of acids, I guess, to make the paper smoother and things like that. A copy paper is like really smooth. That pretty much has no tooth. But this paper right here has a lot of tooth. So with that, I felt there's a lot of pencil work that has to go on. I have to do a lot of filling in, just to make it look really smooth, because that tooth really stands out. So that's why you get that grainy look. That's why in the shading I'm getting this grainy look. That has to do a lot with the tooth of the paper. I mean, it's cool. It makes your drawings look a certain way. That's all. I prefer not to have too much, tooth in the paper. I'm not really I don't like to really keep on reworking on the same page. I mean, it's fun at times. I mean, I like to do it that way sometimes, but I'm not a fan of too much tooth for some reason. I don't know. But I could still make it work. It's just not as fun to me as something that has less tooth. It's more fun to draw something that has less tooth than a lot for me. And it just looks different. Papers, give you a different effect. The type of paper you're drawing on is also always important. It's not only the pencils, the paper plays a big part too. But this is basically what I got the arm to. Just working with 4H pen. No, not 4H. 6H, 5H, 2H, 2B. Those are basically the pencils I use to get this to this point. And if you've been watching the past videos that I've been putting up, the past few, you get to see how it just built up to what we have right now. It's just basically everything I was telling you in the previous videos. The same thing. Just continue to do the same thing. The next video I put up, I should be up to the glove. Excuse me. I should be up to where his glove is at, or his the bandage. He's wearing like these ace bandages on his forearm. So forgive me, I got these allergies. I always have these allergies. But yeah, I'll get to the ace bandage, and the ace bandage, there'll be a lot of explanation on that because in order to get that texture of the bandage, there's a lot of different techniques. I got to use the eraser with that one a lot. I think I'm gonna have to use a bit more powdered graphite, little things like that. But yeah, there that goes. So as you can see, his forearm is pretty much done. You know, it's about finished. It's basically the same techniques over and over, you know, to get it to that point. I might add a few more veins in there. I don't know. We'll see. But next video, we'll work on some special effects on how to make that texture pop out, that gauze texture. All right, y'all, stay tuned.